is John Scoles? Ask 100 musicians and you'll get 100 different answers, ranging from bassist, author, actor, Pinterest enthusiast, janitor, and president of the nation's finest honky-tonk. You'll also hear a surprising amount about housecoats. John Scoles is a legend shrouded in mystery. Today, we aim to separate fact from fiction and get to know the real John Scoles. Why does he use a megaphone in such a small room? What's with the housecoats? What's the fascination with rubber chickens? And also, what's with the housecoats? No one knows much for sure about John's past. Some say he came from New Orleans, where he got into a fight over a Cajun queen. Others claim he bummed around Austin, soaking up the vibe at the famous Antone's nightclub. Some even say he ended up at the intersection of US Highways 61 and 49 to make a deal with an old friend. All we know for sure is that John Scoles was surrounded by a cloud of mystery until he arrived home in Winnipeg in the spring of '92. Claiming he was nursing a broken heart, he headed straight for the Times Change Cafe. I thought if I could make it back to Winnipeg for Easter Sunday for Big Dave McLean's Blues Jam, says Scoles, that'll probably keep my emotions in check. That decision would ultimately change the course of Scoles' life. He quickly went from nursing that broken heart on one side of the bar to slinging drinks on the other. From behind the bar at the Times Change Cafe, he watched local blues legends Big Dave McLean and Gord Kidder perform week after week. I used to joke about how if I sat here for long enough, eventually I'd run the place, Scoles recalls with a chuckle. They said, "Oh no, that's not possible. You'd just sit there getting drunk." And they were correct, he says, but I was also correct. Scoles did become the manager, renamed the bar the Times Changed High and Lonesome Club, and gave himself the title of president and janitor. Then he set about transforming the bar into a beloved stage and clubhouse for musicians, and breathing life into the roots scene in Winnipeg. The small stage, with CN trains passing in the window behind, has since played host to everyone from Louisiana Red, T-Model Ford, and Watermelon Slim, to the Sadies, the Sheepdogs, and Corb Lund. It's also been home to an ever-evolving cast of local upstarts like Rami Mays, Andrew Neville and the Poor Choices, Del Barber, and many, many more. But Scoles stresses that it's not about the big names on the marquee. We built our own thing like the places I've strived to emulate did 40 to 50 years ago, he says. It's a small stage and a small space, and from the beginning we said we are going to make our own stars here. Behind the scenes, the Times Changed High and Lonesome Club was always on the brink of closing. The Fortune building, which housed the club, was in rough shape and perpetually for sale by the owners. I always worried that it was going to fall apart around me, Scoles said. 2014 was a pivotal year for Scoles. He married his love, Megan Pearson. The following year, they welcomed a daughter, who presumably was immediately wrapped in her own little baby-sized housecoat. Things were perfect. Then the landlord dropped the bomb. There was a pending sale and the building was scheduled for demolition. Scoles was dejected and ready to give up and walk away forever. But fate had other plans, and at the 11th hour, a phone call from local businessmen John and Ryan Pollard changed everything. They knew Scoles because his wife Megan's sister was married to John Pollard's brother. Classic Winnipeg. Coincidences seem to surround him and the history of the club, says Jackson Haldane. Almost every aspect of the story's arc has some element of magic and mysticism to it. It's just something that swirls around John. Magic or not, John finally got the club he always wanted, and the phrase "culture not condos" was born. What could possibly go wrong? In 2021, when the pandemic shuttered venues, John turned lemons into lemonade by launching Blue Note Park in the vacant lot next to the club. The outdoor beer garden and stage served as a vital lifeline for musicians and staff alike, and is now an iconic part of Winnipeg summers. The lot once housed the former Blue Note Cafe, an after-hours club run by Curtis Riddell, and Scoles decided to name the new patio in Riddell's honor. As the Times prepares to celebrate its 25th year, Scoles remains grateful to the Winnipeg community who embraced him and helped make a drifter's dream a reality. And we, in turn, will always remain grateful that a drifter made his home in Winnipeg and then invited us all in. To John Scoles, if you are a musician, a staff member, or a music lover, he will always tell you, you are all good people.
John Scoles, congratulations, my old friend. Best goddamn basement green room in the business. Culture not condos. Love ya.
Hi. Congratulations, John, from all of us at the Sadies. Thank you for all your years of service in the Winnipeg rock and roll scene. Can't wait to get back to the times change in the Blue Note Park. Thanks to all the staff there. Way to go, John. We really appreciate it. Rock and roll.
Hey, John, congratulations for the Kevin Walters Industry Builder Award. I don't know anyone who really deserves it more than you do. You've been a huge influence on me and my music career all of these years, and have sent me down some great paths making music for people. I'm so grateful for all the years. On behalf of myself and the whole band, congratulations, and let's keep making people happy and dancing. All the best. Cheers.
Johnny, who'd have thunk? You built your club in the incredible Blue Note Park in two of the most desirable and loved music venues in all of Canada. So congratulations on receiving the Kevin Walters Industrial Builders Award. Well deserved, pal.
Get ready to toss your rubber chickens at the man wearing his finest housecoat, made especially for the occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Western Canadian Music Association is proud to announce the 2025 recipient of the Kevin Walters Industry Builder Award, John Scoles.
I wish you many more years of success, so don't screw it up. Kidding. Love you, man. All the best, Johnny.